Hi everyone, I'm Justine Louise. Welcome to my channel. Today I am doing an update of my sample use up as well as another Empties. I feel like I just did one of these and I'm already over the top again. But anyway, I'm happy to be getting through some of my products. So I'll just give you a quick update on sample use up. I am still plugging away. I still have so many hair products, so many fragrances that I'm still wading through. I actually think I have enough for 2 years, never mind for one, but I'm plugging through. I have cheated just a tiny bit. I did get a memory mist at the Sephora VIB sale to help hold curl because I wasn't styling my hair like this before, so I had nothing like it in my collection. So I did cheat a little tiny bit. And the skincare I am still plugging away. However, I did have a severe acne breakout back in April. My skin just went absolutely haywire. So I cut out all the samples for skincare and just stuck to my regular regime. So I am a little behind on the skincare and I'm kind of more or less just testing out eye creams now and cleansers and what else am I, and eye creams. Other than that, moisturizers and things, I'm kind of holding the reins a little just because my skin is just so acne prone and gets angry very easily. So anyway, that's kind of where I'm up to with my samples. I do have some of the sample use ups in here, but I've only, as I mentioned in my last time I did this, I'm only going to mention ones that are worth mentioning. Sometimes a sample isn't even enough for a full skin application. I'm thinking, is this for a baby? It's so small, so I really can't give you a full opinion, but I have received lots of generous samples in there. I can definitely form an opinion and let you guys know. So let's get started. So the first thing here is a Body Shop Passion Fruit Shower Gel. I could not wait to get through this. Not because it was a bad product, it was just the same smell over and over and I just got so bored of it. I also want to mention this one is Passion Fruit. I actually bought a couple of them. They were on sale like around Christmas or something like that. And Body Shop always has really good deals. So I bought Passion Fruit and Mango and something else and they all smell like grapefruit. So anyway, just so you know, they don't smell anything like what it says. But anyway, it wasn't a bad product. I just got really tired of it. These are my simple cleansing wipes. And I mentioned to you guys that I switched to using a melting balm type cleanser because I don't think these are very environmentally friendly. But I think that cleanser also was part of the reason why my skin just went nuts. It's just too clogging for my skin. So I have gone back to these and I'm just going to stick with these for a while until my skin settles down and I can start messing around again. But for now, these work for me. I love them. They don't burn. They remove all my makeup, even eye makeup. I just sometimes have to go in with my Micellar cleanser or a little bit of eye makeup remover, but not major. It does take off mascara, everything. So I really enjoy those. This is my Bumble Hairdresser's Invisible Oil. This is a primer. I use it as a detangler as well as a primer for heat styling. It's very, very nice. I love the Bumble line. I'm just getting sick of it. I've used this product. I even had a big one and I'm just kind of over it. It's not that it's not a good product or anything like that. It is very, very lovely, but I just want to move on. I think I may even have a few more upstairs. I don't know, but anyway, I got through that one, so we'll go on from there. Here is a hair product. This is the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Dry Shampoo. I bought this, I think, at Christmas in a gift set. One of the Sephora favorites so that I could try a whole bunch of dry shampoos, and everybody raves about this Living Proof one in particular, and I will admit it's very nice. I think it kind of has an apple kind of a scent. I can't really put my finger on it, but I think that's what it is, green apple. Very, very nice, but I still prefer my Drybar Detox, but that's just a preference thing, but it is a very, very nice dry shampoo. This This is my Garnier Micellar water. I love it. I will always sing its praises. I have tried the Bioderma one, and that one is also very nice, but this is a fraction of the cost, so I'm going to stick with this guy. I do a double cleanse. Typically, I would use a cleanser, now my cleansing wipes, and then I go in with a quick micellar cleanser on top just to do a quick double cleanse to get any lasting residue. This is also from that Sephora favorite Christmas box. This is the Triple Sec Drybar. I've used this in the full size. I've used it many, many times. It's a dry shampoo, texturizer, volumizer. It's okay. It's nice. It has a nice scent. I just thought I'd let you guys know I love sweet, fruity scents. So if I say something smells nice, it's probably because it's sweet or fruity. I'm not really into florals. So it smells nice and sweet, but I don't think it's as nice as my Drybar Detox. But it is a nice product, but I definitely wouldn't purchase this one. This is from Ole Henrikson. I honestly have no idea how I ended up with this because it is the Truth Sugar Glow Polishing Mask. So it was kind of a facial scrub mask. So you would put it on, I would put it on before the shower, leave it on for about 10 minutes. It was like a sticky, almost like honey type of consistency. And with, you could feel kind of obviously sugar in there as well. So it was kind of a scrub. I'd leave it on my skin, and then when I went in the shower, I would get a little bit of water and scrub, and it would remove any excess skin on my face. My skin literally felt like baby skin. It was so soft and smooth. You just don't even realize. I mean, my skin feels soft right now, but when you use like a scrub exfoliant, you really feel the difference. I personally prefer a chemical exfoliant, so I gear towards like my Good Genes and my Aubergine one. This I wouldn't buy. It was very, very nice, and again, I don't know how I ended up with it because I wouldn't have bought it, so maybe it was in a gift set or something from Ole Henrikson. And it has that nice orange scent. I do love Ole Henrikson products, but I probably wouldn't buy that again, only for the reason that I like chemical. So this is a foot therapy collagen infused booty. And I got these in a set. It had a couple of sheet masks and all kinds of things. And this one was in there. And it's just like a plastic bag. I was kind of expecting something else, like maybe like a sock or something, because I have seen those kind of things where it's an infused sock that you would wear. But this was literally a plastic bag, and it felt like water inside. So I thought, well, this, I don't know, this isn't going to do anything, I don't think. So I wore it for the amount of time. I think it was 20 minutes. My feet were so soft and silky. I can't believe it, because I was expecting something either oily or creamy or an emollient, but it was literally like water. But my feet just felt really, really nice. It was temporary, but it was just kind of a fun thing to do. So it was very nice. This is from Beauty Pro. This is a body lotion. It's the Coco Shea from Bath & Body Works, honey. And I like Bath & Body Works body lotions. They smell amazing. I just don't know if the ingredients are that good for you. I prefer staying away for, I think they have parabens and stuff. I don't know. I haven't really investigated it, but I kind of use them with caution. I only use them once in a while. This particular scent was beautiful. I've come to the conclusion that I love products that have honey scent to them. I don't eat honey. I don't like honey. If I smell honey in a jar, I don't like it. I've never been a honey kind of person, but I love chemical scented honey. If it's in a fragrance or body lotion or anything like that, I just love it. And this was no exception. So I really, really enjoyed the scent of this. But again, I'm not overly keen on using Bath & Body Works skincare because that's soaking into my skin, and I don't know if they have the best ingredients. But anyway, it was very nice. You guys know I always have one of these in here. This is the Samba from Samba Foot Fetish Cream from Sol de Janeiro. Now, an interesting thing about this is, I've mentioned this in many of my videos that my husband and I use this all the time. It is the best foot cream we have ever used. It absorbs quickly and the scent is gorgeous. It's not the same as the Bum Bum, but it's a very nice tropical scent. Now, we ordered another one a couple of weeks ago, and my husband said, I think they've changed the formula on this. And I was like, oh no, I love this stuff. And they've never said anything, didn't say new and improved, no, nothing about new formula. I haven't heard anything about a new formula. So when I went to use it, it has changed. But if you can believe it, it's actually even better. It's, if you've used this before, you may have noticed it kind of comes out a little bit separated, kind of curdled, I can't think of a better word, but it's not like a typical thick cream lotion. It kind of has a little bit of separation, if that makes any sense. And the scent, it was lovely, but was not the same as the Bum Bum cream, which is fine because it was also very, very pleasant. But now the cream comes out like a thick body butter. So the formula is definitely improved in the way that it's more stable and thicker. And the scent is now Bum Bum. Definitely, without a doubt, it is the Bum Bum cream, and it's a very, very heavy scent. So if you're not crazy about it, use it with caution because it is very, very heavily fragranced this time, whereas this one was a little bit more subtle. My husband uses it still. He quite enjoys it, even though it is kind of a feminine, tropical-y smell. He even enjoys it. So if you've been interested in trying this, it's actually even better now, unless that was just one-off batch, because I haven't heard anybody talk about the formula changing. And like I said, the packaging doesn't say new improved formula or anything. So maybe they're just trying to sneak it through. So I've got a couple of Beauty Blender cleanser samples. I'm not crazy about this. This is the liquid soap version. As you can see, I've tried it quite a few times. I prefer the solid bar. This, I find, it's like liquid soap, so it kind of disappears quick and doesn't really penetrate. It's okay, but I wouldn't buy that. I would definitely prefer the hard soap if you're used to that. This is Ativo skincare. It is a brush cleaner, and as you can see how big it is a soap bar, and I think it is just as good as the Beauty Blender one and is the same price. I got this, I believe, in my BC Living box, so it is a Canadian product from Vancouver, a small local business, and I loved it so much I actually have ordered a replacement because it is such a great cleanser. So I use it for my big brushes. I use the Cinema Secrets one for my eye brushes because that's a dip one. It's kind of like an alcohol, and it makes your brushes dry instantly, but it sucks up too much product if you're using face brushes. So I like using a solid bar for that. And this far exceeds the Beauty Blender one in my opinion. The Beauty Blender one is a tiny little puck of soap, and it's 20-something bucks, and that's how much this one was. So this, I think, lasted me about 4 months, so I definitely recommend using that one. This is a Body Shop, a little small sample size. It's the cranberry, and it's a sugar scrub. I've mentioned on my channel before, I'm not crazy about sugar body scrubs. I find when you go in the shower, the sugar just dissolves too quickly. I prefer something that's kind of sand or granular, apricot seeds, nut seeds, that kind of coffee, because then it doesn't just dissolve instantly. So I wasn't a big fan. This had a consistency kind of a jam. It was too thick and not very nice. So anyway, the scent is lovely. Cranberry is my favorite from Body Shop, but I wasn't overly keen on that. This is a Charlotte Tilbury Take It All Off Gentle Eye Makeup Remover. It was okay. It's nice. It's that double, like the oil you have to shake. It didn't make my eyes cloudy. It was very, very lovely. It takes off my eye makeup remover. Very nice, but it's super expensive. This obviously is a sample size, so I haven't bought the full size. And I mentioned to you guys before that the Body Shop Chamomile is amazing if you're looking for an eye makeup remover, and it's very reasonably priced. This is very pricey, and it's okay. I got this as a sample, deluxe sample size, Juice Beauty. It's an anti-wrinkle eye treatment. I love the pump that it came out with, and it has a nice applicator to apply, but it made my eyes like shrivel up to a prune. and was awful. So this is actually almost full. I can't use it. It just, I think things that are depuffing or gels and that sort of stuff is just too tightening around my eyes. I want plump fullness. I don't want the opposite of sucking in. So that was a no, 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 no. This is my Lily Lash. This is my second serum. I mentioned to you guys that I've been using this for over a year, and I stupidly used both of them at the same time, so I never knew which one was which, and so I ended up finishing them around the same time. It was silly. I did really enjoy it for the first 6 months. I got really great results, but I think my eyelashes just got tired of it. Same with the Latisse. Once I got onto the second bottle, my eyelashes just weren't really producing the same way they did at the beginning. So I am now using the Grande Lash. I just got it. I've only been using it for about 12 days. So it says you get results in 4 to 6 weeks. So I will check in with you guys on that, and I actually am going to do a dedicated video on the results of that when I know what the results are. So this is a Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Really nice application, really nice brush. The formula is nice. It gave me nice, thick, voluminous lashes, but it smeared on me and it flaked. So for that reason, I'm not into it. So I'm not going to be using that. It's actually, I haven't even finished it, but I don't like it because I have a very oily eyelids, and I have to be very careful what mascara I use. Otherwise, it's all up here and all under here, and that did that, as well as flaking. Now this mascara did not do that. This is the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. I love it. Now this is a sample. I get it. I've heard people say that the sample was way better than the full size, but this was amazing. This is definitely my #1 mascara. But I've just started using the Marc Jacobs one. I think he has 2, so I'm not quite sure which one. But anyway, I will keep you guys posted on that. But I am loving it so far, and it's actually giving this a run for its money. But this is amazing. If you've ever been interested in trying IT Cosmetics Superhero, amazing. No smudge, no flaking, thick, lengthening. It has everything. So this was a sample. I got it from Sephora, like asked them to decant it for me because I wanted to try it. It's the IT Cosmetics by Undereye. Fabulous eye cream. I use it as my day eye cream because I mentioned so many day eye creams depuff and then they make me all shriveled. This does none of that, and it gives me a nice smooth surface for any makeup application. It is a wonderful, wonderful day eye cream. So I did purchase the full size of it during the VIB sale, and I love it. And it's taken me a long time to find that. This is a weekly top coat. This is from CND, it's a Vinylux. It's just a top coat. I do my own nails now. I used to always get gel polish manicures done every 2 weeks, and they just destroyed my nails. I did it for about 3 years, and my nails were like white and all scratched up, and they just were so dry and awful. So I decided about a year ago I'm not doing that anymore, and I just paint my own nails, and this definitely prolongs your manicure. So if you're interested in a good top coat, this one is fantastic, and I've already bought a replacement of it. Glamglow mask. You guys know I always have these. This is my favorite deep cleansing mask. It's great for cleansing pores and if you have oily skin. This is also from Glamglow, and this is the Galactic Cleanse. It was a cleansing balm. It didn't work that well. I always go in with a double cleanse, so I would use something to remove my makeup and then go in with a micellar water. And 9 times out of 10 when I'm using the micellar water, there's very, very little on the cotton pad because my cleanser has removed most of it. But with this, it was like I still had full makeup on. So it definitely didn't work very well, but it smelled amazing. It's like a chocolate orange kind of a smell. If you guys know what Jaffa cakes are, they're cookies from England. I'm assuming they're from England. They're kind of like a sponge with orange in the middle and dipped in dark chocolate, and they are amazing. And this smells identical, but it's not good enough to keep, that's for sure. I didn't enjoy that. This is a Estee Lauder Resilience Lift. It is a eye cream. I used it at night. It wasn't that great. I didn't notice any difference with my fine lines or wrinkles, so I went back to my Shiseido. So that was definitely This is a Rose Floral Toner from Fresh. I used this when I had to prep for my, what is that called? All Therapy. I'll type it in, I can't remember what it was called, but I had a procedure done on my forehead to lift my eyebrow on my bad eye, and I wasn't allowed to use any of my acid toners, which I use every day. So I used that during that time. It was fine, but I prefer using acne type toners. So I'm seeing a lot of little sachets in here. I don't know if they're worth mentioning, but this, I got a sample of this at Sephora. It's the Lancome Skin Feels Good. It was kind of a tinted moisturizer. I'm kind of guessing it was a very lightweight foundation, which I was looking for because I don't want heavy products on my skin. I'm oily. So anyway, I got this. I've heard a lot of good things about it, and it, oh, so awful. It was very, very thin and sheer, but all it did was it just sat in my large pores, and then there was nothing on top. So you could just see pools of this peachy brown just sitting in my skin. It was just, you know, I've tried foundations where I've gone, oh, that's not really that nice. But this, I literally was like, I've got to get this off. I can't even go leave the house like this because it was that bad. So, not good for me. This is another mascara from my collection from, I think, from my Christmas box, and this is the Monsieur Big from Lancome. Very nice. I really like it. I can understand what all the fuss is about. It's a lengthening, thickening. It doesn't smudge. Well, very little. I get a teeny tiny bit from the tips of my eyelashes on the tops of my eyes, but very, very minimal. Very, very nice, but I prefer my IT Cosmetics. That one's nice, but not amazing to me. This is from Briogeo. It's the Scalp Revival. I just got this as a sample. I didn't really notice anything. I know it's kind of a generous sample, but not enough for me to really form an opinion. On the topic of Briogeo, though, I did have a sample of it. I can't remember which one it was. I'll list it here. And I gave it to my husband to try because he has a lot of scalp problems, and he can use a shampoo for a while, but then he starts getting a flaky, itchy scalp. And anyway, I gave him the sample and he was like, oh my God, this is amazing. So I did buy him the set, and he loves it. He doesn't really, he's not too fussed about products, but he enjoys it and he's not having scalp issues. And I think that's what these guys specialize in, is people who have scalp problems. And when I look at his hair, I've even said to him, wow, you know, your hair looks so nice. It looks sparkly. The color is beautiful. It seems like it doesn't look dull and dingy. It's actually sparkling. His hair looks really, really nice. Enough for me to even say, wow, your hair looks really, really nice and sparkly. So I think when I use up all my stuff, I might start using some of that as well, because I've noticed a huge improvement in his hair, and he has noticed an improvement in his scalp. So if you've ever thought about trying that, I've heard so many good things about it. So I have a couple of samples here of perfumes, all really nice. I loved this Twilly from Hermes. Very, very pretty, sweet, as I mentioned. I like sweet, fruity, tropical-y kind of smells. So kind of anything in that window, vanilla, that kind of stuff I like. So if you like that kind of stuff, then you'll probably like these. So I really liked the Twilly. I really like this Belle Azur from Tory Burch. This is the Replica Jazz Club. I did really like this. I love replica fragrances, and what I like about them is their longevity. But this one I found didn't last. I don't know if it's just, no, it's actually not because of the sample, because I even tried it on in the store. And this is definitely not long lasting, which shocked me. And I had a little Jo Malone, I think it was just a teeny tiny sample, I can't even remember what it was, but Jo Malone, love her fragrance, are kind of floral for me, and they just don't work well with my body chemistry. I haven't tried them all, but I have tried a handful and not that great. Oh, This was my La Mer sample that I had to beg for in the States because we don't have a La Mer counter anywhere in the town that I live in. So I asked at the Sephora when I was in Portland, and they said they're not allowed to sample out La Mer. The La Mer rep was there and she reiterated that they do not sample. But I said, well, how am I supposed to know? And she said, well, I can do your makeup now. And I said, well, my husband's sitting outside. So she did finally agree to give me a sample. I wasn't that impressed. I know everyone says this is their holy grail. I mean, it was nice, but I didn't look flawless. I didn't think it was amazing. There was enough in here for 2 tries. I don't have anything bad to say about it, but it wasn't amazing and definitely not worth the price point. I'm wondering if maybe it's more dry skin people that enjoy it. I'm very, very oily, so maybe that has something to do with it. Anyway, just thought I'd mention that. Oh, this I need to talk to you about. This is from Vivier. It's a product that I bought from a dermatologist's office. This isn't something you'd see at Sephora or something. It's a very specialized skincare, kind of like Skin Medica and Skin Ceuticals and Aubergine and all that. So this is a C&E Peptides. I tried a sample. I loved it. My skin responds really well to vitamin C. I do use a lot of the Ole Henrikson, the Truth line, which is their vitamin C line, and love it. I really, really enjoyed this. It was amazing. It's a serum, but it's almost like a very, very faint oil. So it was just a beautiful serum to use under makeup. It just made my skin look dewy and glowy and lovely. I'm not repurchasing it right now because I just have way too much skincare to get through. But this is definitely on my list when I get through skincare or if my skin takes a turn. I only just finished this, so if my skin goes haywire, I may have to get it. But I really, really enjoyed this. It was just so luxurious, beautiful, and like I said, just like a very slight oil, not like a marula oil, but just almost like a dry oil, just so thin and light, and just made my skin glowy and dewy. Loved it. But it's also incredibly expensive. So this is from Shiseido. It is a full lash serum. I've been using it. I honestly don't know if it did anything. I prefer using like my heavy duty ones. I've just had better results with those. So yeah, this was just a sample and I don't know what I'm supposed to figure out from a few days. And I'll quickly mention this also was in my package of masks. This is the Beauty Pro Foot and Callus Peel, and it removes dead skin in 7 days. And it was the same thing. It was a plastic bag with just liquid, basically. It was not emollient. It wasn't a cream. It wasn't a lotion. It was just like water. So I let my husband have it. He likes to look after his feet. So I let him give it a try. And he used it for you put it on for 2 hours, I think, and then wash your feet. And then over the next 7 days, your feet are supposed to peel. Well, after the 7 days, nothing happened. He says, I don't know, it did nothing, it did nothing. Then, after maybe 2 weeks, then it was just non-stop shedding. But he said his skin shed a ton, but he still had dry, hard, cracked heels. So he says it seemed like, it looked like it was doing something, but the texture of his skin on his feet didn't change. So he said he wouldn't really recommend it. And he said, and especially if someone is thinking of using it before a beach vacation or a wedding or something special occasion, thinking after 7 days your feet will be nice. He said this went on for weeks where he just had chunks and chunks of skin. So he said he wasn't that crazy about it. Last 2 things. This is from Hermes. It's a sample. It's their Pro Collagen Cream. I used this regularly. I actually got it in the UK. Hermes is quite popular over there, and I always really, really loved it. I used their whole line, but I just don't know if it's potent enough for me at my age now, but it was a very, very nice cream, dewy, very similar to the Ole Henrikson type of creams, where it just kind of, it's a cream but almost like a gel where it's not super heavy and thick like you would use for dry skin. It's great for oily, had a really, really nice subtle scent, and I believe it also has SPF. So I always really enjoyed it, but that's that. And last but not least, my Stila waterproof liner. I've actually bought the full size because I love it so much. So anyway, that concludes my empties for this month. It was a long one, and I appreciate you staying to the end. If you like this, please click like, and I'll touch base again when I have my next empties. Until then, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again soon. Bye.